Area DMG.
Welcome back to Area DMG. I'm your host, Philip Wesley, the Mile High Mouth, and today we're going to talk about, what would win in a fight. Crime, horrible crime, or one sassy detective boy. Probably the sassy detective boy, being Detective Pikachu, and this being a very massive amiibo. It does stuff in Detective Pikachu. Once you've beaten a level, you can go back through it, scan the amiibo, and it unlocks new content, new weird content. And I'm like, huh, that's oddly specific and weird. It'll also work in other things. I'm pretty sure this detective is detected as just a Pikachu in other games, and you can use it in other titles. Kind of like how there's an 8-bit version of Mario, a classic 8-bit version of Mario, a Smash Mario, a Mario, a Dr. Mario that is that some games think is just a normal Mario. Yeah, but I want to talk to you about this thing because it's massive. How massive is it? Well, here's the original Pikachu. Let's look at that original Pikachu. Yeah, look at that Pikachu. Pretty big, right? No. Look at that. We're going to have to unbox this puppy. We're going to have to take a look at it. Detective Pikachu. I actually haven't picked up that game. I'll pick it up at some point. It's not really a priority. But this thing is massive. Look at it. It's got like a Google Street Maps thing on the bottom as its base. It's all like, I am Detective Pikachu. Played by Ryan Reynolds, apparently, in a future thing. That's what I've heard. But yeah, let's go ahead and unboxulate this Pikachu. Stay right there, other Pikachu. Oh good lord. Oh my god. Look at this thing. Look at his hat. It's very detailed. Look at that. Look at his little maps. This is the bottom of this massive amiibo. I mean, I hope this works in some way with Super Smash Brothers for the Switch. That would be sweet. But yeah, I kind of like it because it's all like, don't you ever bother me and my son again. Don't you ever talk to me and my son again. Nice. I just like the fact that this is such a massive amiibo. I mean, they're like, what are we going to do for Detective Pikachu? Let's just make it massive. And good lord, is it massive. It's stiff, too. Just like, burly chew. He is a burly Pikachu. What are burly? Pika! Look, he's gonna pick up this one. He's like, no! This is his Shovel Knight running pose. Which, by the way, I wonder when those will be available, because looking forward to those as well. But, what are you doing collecting Amiibo in 2018, boy? Yeah? Because they're massive. I mean, look at this thing. This is a massive Pikachu. And it's just all like, stop! Hammer time! I don't know. I just think this Pikachu is massive. I think the game that it's for, I don't know. Maybe I'll pick that up at some point, but I don't really care at this point here. I'm just all like, look at this massive Pikachu. Look at the size difference between these Pikachus. Right? Massive. I don't know what the story is on Detective Pikachu, but I am looking forward to seeing what they do with like that live action movie thing. It's like, it's okay, son. It's okay. Dad is here. He just wants to reach out and touch you. He's like, "Nah, I'm gonna bite you." Mwah. Now he's gonna bite him on the tail. Cannibalism. Pika cannibalism. This right here is just rife for all sorts of awesome looking customs. We'll probably see a zombie Detective Pikachu. They could change out the hat. I just kind of dig the way this Pikachu looks in comparison to this other Pikachu. And I'm kind of just padding for time. No, I don't care about the time. It's all good. But look at this Pikachu! Holy goodness! It'll work already in some games, like you can scan it in. Let's see, you can scan it in Resident Evil for things. But yeah, this is the largest Pikachu, or is it? Do I have larger Pikachus? Let's do that. Do I have larger Pikachus? Why, yes I do. Look upon this Pikachu and think of all that has transpired here today. Look at this Pikachu. This is the most massive of Pikachus. So Pikachu that it doesn't even show up completely in the camera because this Pikachu is massive. I just think the ludicrousness of that giant-sized Pikachu is awesome. Yes, this is a big old plush Pikachu. Plush Pikachu. Pika, Pika. Okay, retreat. Back to Detective Pikachu. I have to show you how kind of obnoxious this thing is in comparison to a new Nintendo 3DS. I'm going to turn this one off because like it's yeah, let's go ahead and power it off. But yeah, this one I need to charge it. But look, look, look. Look at that. This thing is huge. Why would you even? I need to plug this thing in, but yeah, just seriously, why would you even? He's awesome though, and he's gonna look good on a shelf. I'll take him down occasionally to scan him for extra points and stuff in Resident Evil and in other games like Pokken Tournament. God, I wish he was a playable character in Pokken Tournament. They should totally add him to Pokken Tournament, or at least this has to be a costume in Super Smash. Rather, Super Smash Bros. For Switch. This has to be a thing. Also, they need to make more of these that are just ridiculously huge. I mean, look at this thing. This is this is huge. But I kind of feel like this should be the standard size of Amiibos. Imagine if it were. Imagine like a Bayonetta or a Cloud that was, instead of like this type of size, was this kind of size. Think about that for a moment. Think about how awesome say a Legend of Zelda one would be, or some of the characters from Fire Emblem, or Little Mac, or things like that, right? Or Samus. I really like what they've been doing with the Amiibo to make them more interesting and unique. I mean, seriously, these would be detected as kind of the same thing on some games, but look at them, they're so massively different. This one sits on your desk or in front of your Switch and says, "No, stop." You could give it little signs to hold. It'd be like, you could put it in the fridge, open it up, and it goes, "No, don't touch the cheesecake." Of course, it sounds like that. It's got like this has like a rough voice to it, like, "No, I am Pikachu." Ha 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 ha. It should sound a little bit like, certain gruff voice actors, or like, yeah, it could be like, maybe they could give it like a weird cheeky voice to it. Be like, "Hey, I'm Pikachu. Yeah, I'm Pikachu, and that's what I'm doing. You know? Nah, I'm a streetwise Pikachu. Kind of like a Meowth, but much better because I got better attacks, better speed. I ain't touch those lightning thunderstones. No, I ain't touching that. Because I'm good. I'm Detective Pikachu. I like how it's more like, this reminds me, oh man, I hope he's kind of like, I kind of want to hear Detective Pikachu be all like, this reminds me of a puzzle. Or, objection! I don't know. What would he sound like? Kind of gruff, like, blah, blah, blah. Hey, or kind of like a grizzled smoker voice, you know. Back in my day, we only had 151 to worry about. And we weren't even sure about that 151st. I heard somewhere you had to move a truck. Yeah, kind of like that, just a grizzled old Pikachu. Detective Pikachu. Or he could be like a Raymond Chandler type character, you know, it's like, or a Sam Spade type character, be all like, it was a night, it was a dark and stormy night. When she came out to my window, that skitty was nothing but trouble. The inherent vice of Pikachu. Yes, I don't know. I kind of like the concept of Detective Pikachu more than what I've seen of the game. I'll have to try it. I think there's a demo for it. I'll have to try out the demo. But I kind of feel like I like the idea of a Detective Pikachu more than something cute in the game. The game's all like, what's causing these Pokemon to go rogue, go berserk? And I'm sitting thinking to myself, oh my god, he's a Blade Runner or a Pokemon runner. What would that be, like a Pokeball runner? He's all like, I found a Pokemon that laid an egg that was a human. Poke Runner 2049. Whoa! I don't know. I just love the idea of Pikachu solving crimes and also smoking. I kind of feel like this is a Pikachu that would smoke. Don't smoke, kids. It's bad for your lungs. Don't vape either. It's bad for just... Good lord, it's just stupid looking. But yeah, don't do drugs. Maybe he'd have like a little... he'd be trying to, quote, quit or whatnot. And he'd have like a lollipop or something in his mouth at all times. Or a pin. Definitely a pin. Is like just fumbling around with a pen, being all like, I wish I had thumbs. But my old partner, I don't know what happened. They got eaten by a Dragonite. It was not a pretty thing. It's just the things that I go through. I've lived a long time on these streets. Actually, I hope that the Detective Pikachu movie that we're inevitably getting is kind of that grizzled type thing, you know, kind of like a Turner and Hooch, except it's a Pikachu. And I don't know, some streetwise cop who's disgruntled with life. No. It'll be a rookie cop who's disgruntled with life. And it'll instead be just like a Pokemon-ized version of Training Day. Yes! Or that part in like the Fast and Furious, like, no, Training Day. They're like, oh man, you saved my daughter. You can live. And then they go after the corrupt Pikachu. Oh god, it'd be better too if there's other talking Pokemon. So it'd be like, he's all like, I don't trust that talking Meowth. That talking Meowth is kind of sketchy. And then the Meowth's like, yeah, you're actually a rat, you know that? I am not a Rattata. I'm a mouse. I say chew, not Rattata. And I am in the top percentile of Pikachus. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this. Are you interested in this game, or are you more interested in the possibilities of the awesomeness for this game, like as a movie or something that's not the actual game? Tell me your grizzled Detective Pikachu fan fictions in the comments below. No lemons, please. So, but seriously, what do you think of this thing? I think it's insane. I like the idea, and I like the audacity. It's like that Dark Souls amiibo they have that just does like the little praise the sun motion, and I'm like, oh my gosh! It's like they've taken these things that weren't really essential to begin with for the most part and made them less essential. But I kind of love it when Nintendo does crazy things. I kind of hope that we get to use amiibo in Nintendo Labo at some point. Think about that. Be like, oh, here's some amiibo you use with your Labo. And then people will be like, oh no, it's converging. Oh my gosh, that would be so great. Just it would read the data and be like, hey, this is this, and then you'd see images or whatnot, dependent on the type that you scanned. Oh no, Nintendo needs to do that. Yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think. And hit that thumbs up if you haven't already, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you better do that, because Detective Pikachu is on to you if you don't subscribe. Aren't you, Detective Pikachu?
Yeah, I am. I'm on to you, and I pity the fool who don't subscribe to this channel, because that is what they are, a fool to be pitied. And I will do the pitying. I had a joke here, but I lost it in the writing. Yeah, I'm Pikachu. Fry hard with a vengeance. I don't know.
I don't know. Oh gosh, I'm just like, he's all like,
I pushed Hans Gruber out of that window.
oh good lord, just the audacity of this thing. It's ridiculous. I love it. Anyways, let me know in the comments what you think, and until the next video comes out, you are now caught up.